Humans have relied on the natural resources of Earth for millennia, but these resources are now running out. Increasing waste, environmental deterioration, and climate change are all consequences of our ineffective and growing resource consumption. These problems are connected and they frequently make one another worse. The world generated 2 billion tonnes of munical solid waste annually, which is expected to increase by roughly 70% to 3.4 billion metric tonnes by 2050. Less than 20% of waste is recycled each year, with huge quantities being sent to landfill sites. Worldwide waste generated per person a day averages to 0.74 kilograms. Every year, 11 million tonnes of plastic enters our oceans, on top of the estimated 200 million metric tonnes that currently circulate our marine environments. Plastic has been found in more than 60% of all seabirds and 100% of sea turtles that mistake plastic for food. And when animals ingest plastic, it can cause life-threatening problems including reduced fitness, nutrient uptake and feeding efficiency, all vital for survival. To combat the waste crisis, recycling must be undertaken in order to minimise waste, as 91% of plastic is currently not recycled. To limit consumption of items, alter your perspective. When you have finished using a product or before you purchase a product, consider where it will go. Will you recycle it? Avoid recycling contamination, as when items are placed in the wrong recycling stream, they pass through the wrong system and contaminate or harm other perfectly acceptable recyclables. 1 million species are at risk of going extinct, and the number of endangered species is rising. The clearing of land for farming, grazing, mining, drilling and urbanisation impacts 80% of global species who call that land their homes. Estimates that over 15 billion trees are cut down each year, and the global number of trees has fallen by approximately 46% since the start of human civilization. Studies reveal that by protecting 50% of the land and oceans around the world, plant and animal species could thrive. However, today only 15% of the land and 7% of the oceans is protected, leaving us with a challenging yet attainable goal. Around 150 to 200 animal species go extinct on average every day. Around 137 of these species go extinct due to deforestation. To combat these problems, identify locations of critical wildlife habitats for these species at risk and the threats to these areas. Eradicate and control introduced weeds on your properties. Monitor and assess your pet's impacts on biodiversity. Leave native plants and landscapes undisturbed using native trees and vegetation. Maintain wetlands by conserving water and reducing irrigation. Construct fences to protect riparian areas and other sensitive habitats from trampling and other disturbances. Manage livestock grazing to maintain good quality conditions. Maintain old standing trees and mature forest stands. Encourage and support local government and charity initiatives that protect habitat and decrease threats to biodiversity. Use environmentally friendly products. Recycle, reuse and reduce to decrease pollution. Drive less, walk, ride or carpool more. Climate change creates long-term changes in the typical weather patterns that are now impacting local, regional and global climates on Earth. Generating electricity and heat by burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil and natural gases causes a large chunk of global emissions. Each year approximately 12 million hectares of forests are destroyed. Since forests absorb carbon dioxide, destroying them also limits nature's ability to keep emissions out of the atmosphere. Transportation is a major contributor of greenhouse gases, especially carbon dioxide emissions. A large chunk of global greenhouse gas emissions are linked to private households. Producing food causes emissions of methane, carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in various ways. Manufacturing, mining and other industries produce emissions mostly from burning fossil fuels and through the release of greenhouse gases. The effects that climate change is having are natural disasters, global rise in hunger, health threats, warming and rising oceans, poverty and displacement, and loss of species. The most common natural disasters are floods, landslides, earthquakes, and droughts. This is our planet and our home. We must work together to protect it before it is too late to reverse the harm we've caused and to act morally for the benefits of our futures.